Hi guys, I'm Tony and I am the Bored Housewife. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. We are back with another LOC horror story this week. And this one's a bit of a doozy. Not exactly what I was expecting, but not that bad. I read the first part of it, so just to get a feel for it. If you aren't aware, I started this new section on my channel with the inspiration from a channel called I Am Treya. If you haven't already checked out my previous LOC horror stories, please go ahead and check them out. I will leave a card, or at the end of the video I will post them in there. Also, if you guys would like to submit your LOC horror stories to me and have them read on air with me, the Bored Housewife, go ahead and submit them. I have created a whole email devoted just to this and this channel, and I will have that down in the comment section, not the comment section, the description box down below, and that will be the Bored Housewife HW, no, the Bored HW at gmail.com. So I'll have that down in the description box, and if you guys go ahead and submit that, I haven't gotten any yet, so I'm taking them directly offline until I have some from my viewers to go ahead and start submitting. I also want to take a moment to say thank you to my new subscribers. I am at 60 subscribers and it has been 4 months on YouTube, so I am extremely appreciative, and you guys will never know what that little bit means. 60 may not seem like a lot to anyone, but it means something to me, knowing that those people are not just friends and family, but someone who came across my video and just liked what they saw and wanted to follow me. So if you like to see content about LOCs, LOC horror stories, other story times and stuff like that, please go ahead and subscribe, share, like this video, and let's just get on to it from here. Alright, so this LOC horror story is by a woman named Veronica R. Wells, and it was posted January 31st, 2017. I will have her link to the original story down in the description box if you would like to go ahead and read along with me. I'm going to be skipping the first 3-ish paragraphs because it goes into you know, her views about superstitions and stuff like that. I've already given my viewpoint previously in other videos about superstitions regarding one's hair, so I don't feel it necessary to go through that one more time. So I will go ahead and start from when she starts to tell about a secondhand story that she heard from someone that she knows. It says, after church on Christmas Day, my boyfriend's cousin Juju is what I believe the name is. It's G-U-G-U, so I will be referring to her as Juju. Juju complimented my own locks before telling me that she had attempted to wear them herself not too long ago, but didn't quite work out. I assumed that she meant she didn't go through the transition phase. She didn't want to wait for it to lock, to grow, to look presentable. But when she told me she had lock extensions, real locks that someone else had grown, placed in her head, I knew it wasn't a matter of patience. Juju explained that she decided to get lock extensions because they were cheaper. I had a lot of weave. I thought with locks I could actually change my hair again in 2 weeks, and it actually it's actually half of the money that I pay for weave. Weaves can be very expensive, guys. I even had a lot of rashes, but with natural hair it's always a bit better. Not only was it more cost effective, she wouldn't have to wait. I wanted the length. I didn't want to start off naturally. That's why I decided to buy it from someone. I told my aunt that I was thinking of doing dreads because she had dreads but had started them off on her own. She told me that she knew a lady that was actually selling dreads, and I'll ask her. When I met her, she was fine. My aunt spoke with her. This is the lady I told you about who wanted to buy your dreads. So she came. But she had the dreads went on when I went there, as in attached to her head. She had her own locks attached to her own head. Told me that she can cut the dreads so that she can show me that it's her hair. They hadn't gotten too deep into conversation before the stylist revealed that she was cutting her locks off, selling them because she had fallen on hard times and could use the money. She cut them off her head and Juju gave her 500 rand for them. I'm not sure what denomination that is in comparison to US dollars. The following week, she returned to the same stylist to have the locks braided into her head. And while the first meeting and even the installation went fine, within a few months' time, things got weird. I mean, how weird can it get? You have just pretty much gotten locks that were cutting fresh off of somebody's head and now they're in your head. How weird can it be? Juju switched up the style. She dyed the locks a different color, and the woman at the salon where the previous owner of the hair still worked took notice. Whenever I went there, they used to compliment me and she used to act very strange. You could see that she was a bit irritated, but I couldn't really understand whether she was moody or not. Some of the ladies at the salon actually told me that the dress looked nicer on me, and she heard that. And then after that, it was very uncomfortable. Yeah, it would be pretty uncomfortable. That's like me having on this dress and then me walking into the room and someone else having on this dress and then them openly saying, she looks better in the dress than you. So yeah, I could see how that could be a little awkward. But you know what, honestly guys, this is not as bad as some of the stories that we have heard so far. I mean, there hasn't been anything live yet. There hasn't been anything alive in the hair yet. Okay, it says, sensing the jealousy, oh excuse me, I skipped some. And then she started telling me, oh, I sold you these dreads at a very cheap price, this and that. Sensing the jealousy didn't deter Juju from wearing the locks. After all, she paid for them outright and they looked good on her. Still, she decided to stop going to that particular woman, realizing that she hadn't exactly been happy about giving them away. But that wasn't the reason the locks didn't work out. Weeks after she had made the decision to stop going to the beautician, Juju's aunt told her that stylist, the previous owner of the hair, had taken sick. This sickness, whatever it was the reason she needed the money in the first place. Later, Juju's aunt told her that not only had the woman taken ill, she had miscarried a child. That's very sad. That's very sad for anyone who has lost a child or gone through that. That's very sad. At this point, Juju was expecting her first child, and the fact that the woman had grown the hair on her head, had lost one, freaked her out a lot of it actually. She decided that a combination of jealousy, the likelihood that she never wanted to sell her hair in the first place, and the miscarriage was too many burdens to bear, particularly when she was attempting to bring a child into the world. Juju decided to cut the locks out of her head. Still, the shedding of the hair didn't remove its previous owner from her life. Somehow, the beautician learned that she had cut her locks and called Juju to see if she had done what she had done with them. She wanted to buy them back. Like after all that, she wanted to buy them. I mean, I guess I get it. If I had, grown out so much of my hair, then cut it off because I was going through a rough time, and then I gave it or sold it to someone just to find out that they didn't keep it, I might want it back. But what another person does to their hair, even if it originally was yours, is different than anything you would have done with it. And I think that the whole coloring it, no matter how beautiful it looks, I probably wouldn't want to deal with the possibility of having damaged locks moving forward. But that's just me personally. But then again, personally, I probably would never sell my own hair. Something about the desperation in the woman's voice had the voice to get the locks back left Juju feeling unsettled. She told the stylist that she had given them to her cousin who was going to sell them. The stylist accepted defeat and hung up. But days later, she called again. Juju decided not to answer the phone. The beautician left a message asking that Juju get back in touch with her cousin so that she could buy them back from her. Juju, ready to rid this woman and her hair for good, didn't answer the phone. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have done the same thing because she didn't sign up for this. She wanted a cute hairstyle, and that's just too much baggage. Like, the beginning part was just discussing that a lot of people, especially in this community, might have some reservations and superstitions regarding their hair, who touches it, who's around it, energies, and that sort of thing. And that is definitely something that I've talked about on this channel before. I personally do not have the same superstitions as most people when it comes to if someone touches your hair, bad energy and stuff like that. But I definitely can understand, as someone who is trying to bring a life into the world, just the connection to having anything to do with a miscarriage. So I can understand that, but as far as LOC horror stories go, that one felt different. That one took a different turn. Wow, just wow. I'm not exactly sure what I would have done in that situation, period. Would I have taken out my hair? Would you have taken it out of your head? If you had paid money and got them installed and actually, you know, it looked good and it was doing well and you just loved it, would you let something like a superstition or just everything that she went through deter you and make you take them out? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, what would you have done? Whether if you would have kept it, if you never would have got them in the first place, or if you would have taken them out. I want to know what you guys are thinking. But that's all that I have for you guys today with this LOC horror story. Like I said, please submit your own LOC horror stories. It doesn't matter if it's nasty. It doesn't matter if it's sad, scary. I'm a bit squeamish. But it doesn't matter. Just let me know. Just let me know what you guys think. And if you have anything else to say, comments, suggestions, please feel free to contact me via that email that's in the description box. Thank you guys again for all of your continued support in my 4 short months here on YouTube. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.